Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 54. In your face.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley, takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So that'll back him up 5.
All day, baby. Get nowhere. Going nowhere. Cut. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go one more. Hey, lift! Lift!
They'll try the air now with Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on third. Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with the sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go read option with Wilson. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Wilson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Here we go. 180. 54. Right 54. Value 3. Value 3.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Here we go. It's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Coming to you. Check 15. Check.
They'll try to run with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye.
58.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Goff. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. On is the punter, Hekker, as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Still one more game to get to here to polish off Week 14, and that's tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. Should be a cold one in Philly. The Giants and the Eagles coming your way at 8:15 Eastern Time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Baby, it's game, baby.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, team.
Here's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Cut! 180!
Black spot 4. Check, 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 check.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And I would say they went 3 and out. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hot. 180.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go. Deep.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Busts through the tackle. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Here's Gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in LA? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What? 54. Mike's 54. Hey, pick your game up.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The city of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Break the 180. 54 Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
54. Mike, 54. And Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's gone. This one to the left to Higbee. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
You're trying it to the other side, not this side.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try right side here. Gurley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now gone. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 43. 4 down.
it to Gurley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
50%.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Staying open. Staying open. 56.
They're running with Gurley. Well, he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Shift. Value 1.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Street 80.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. On the left hash mark. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Okay, only one phrase comes to mind after watching that fake executed before 4th down. You know what it is?
I can't wait to hear it. I'm very baffled right now. What do you got?
They had a method to their madness.
Yeah, their method worked. You don't see people line up to go for a fake without it being 4th down, but I guess they had a play they liked.
Yeah, I was enjoying your commentary on that one as you were trying to set it up. Okay, not 4th down, setting up for a field goal, and they fake it? It was amazing.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Second and 5 now. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Gurley. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.